extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the one touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, and he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. So much for picking it up on the ground on third down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He got a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust.
Touchdown! A big play there. 66 yards. And the Black Knights are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they've got the crowd involved, fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offensive move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nolan Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll set up a throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Just a... There, and now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Okay, break.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Gentry. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And he's brought down. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a 1st down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Running left to give to Pacheco. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10.
Tag.
Off the play fake. Gentry. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 1.
Ready.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
On the ready. Hot, hot.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball.
Break.
Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Ready.
Robinson up the middle. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Here's 2nd and 3.
Go.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Ready, right?
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and...
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Cougar 19.
He'll try again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, Ripley, Ripley. Yellow.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Can't do that.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense
43,
backwards
43,
a bit.
15.
The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Yellow, yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Yellow. Good side. Right side. Good side.
Mahomes going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at about the 28. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing on first down. Gentry. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Black Knights continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. Kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed. He can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Mahomes now on first down. The throw for Tony is intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
In motion goes the tight end.
79 Broncos. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Gentry. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
On the
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now this going to be a quarterback draw. Nice move at the 5. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Black Knights continue to pull away here in this first half.
Yeah, this is pretty similar to the Wildcat plays that were bouncing around the league circa 2008 or so. The idea here, just snap it right to the guy you want to run with it. In theory, you're getting yourself an extra blocker. And here, that Wildcat runner is your quarterback. And he takes it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the... Send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And again, it's Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And this one is right down the middle, and that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Ravens were able to rest a few of their starters, and as a result, they fall for just the second time all year and finish the regular season at 15-2. Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these two teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter.
And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Yeah, they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 92 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. Robinson with another carry.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On the toss, here's Robinson. Oh, good move. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ready?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
On 4th down, Gentry working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
15.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 6. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they've now looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me. The subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Mahomes firing complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a first down.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, you're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Mahomes now to throw. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Got it. Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Gentry. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Ready?
Throwing again. Gentry. He finds his man complete. It's Gregory. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
60 Eagles, Dragon 60.
Back to throw again. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the... Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ready.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. And he's going to come up a few yards short, brought down at the 45. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now.
Here we go,
if you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Ready.
On 4th down, Gentry. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. That if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Hero 15. Yellow. We ain't giving up nothing.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On Sunday. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't doing nothing.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Yellow.
On 1st down, Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now down to 20. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time.
Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold, and finally the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited till the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Street! 65 catch! 65 catch! Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And a huge play that time. 46 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Black Knights are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now here comes Kansas City.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the